Hey, so today we're going to be going over how to set up a Flutter application and what we can do from there. Essentially, this is just going to be the opening of how to do it with VS Code. I generally like to use VS Code when creating Flutter apps, so let's hop right into it. So here we are in VS Code, and what we're going to do from here is we're going to do a brand new project. So we're going to go to the command palette. You can press Control Shift P as well. So we're going to do a new application project. And we're going to find a folder to put this in. I'm just going to put this in my general C programming, like projects folder, and take it from there. And we're going to go buds are us underscore mobile. Now, Buds R Us is a weed company that my brother actually runs, and he needed a contracting mobile developer, and I was like, okay, sure, I'll pick up mobile so I can get paid. So why not? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna name the project, and now Flutter Create runs in the background. Now, a prerequisite to all of this is you need to have Dart installed. You need to have all of these things installed beforehand. So with all of this, it creates, and also check out the Flutter dev website. It's actually fairly good and it has pretty much everything that you need. If I was going to pull it up real quickly, here. So we go here, Flutter, dot Flutter, and we go here, flutter.dev. Yeah, this has basically everything you need. Industry working for us here are open job listings. Like they have pretty much, yeah, everything. Flutter engineer, location, California, Dart experience. This is like this stuff is actually taking off. And one of the biggest things about Flutter is now that AWS has implemented Amplify with it. The sky's really the limit for all this. So hopefully you do pick up Flutter if you are interested. So back over to our project. So this is the basic project setup here. And this first project that you have, it's essentially a click button through. So when you click a button, it just changes the number. And when you are setting up Flutter, one great thing you can run is, let's say you have everything set up. You can run Flutter, like the Flutter SDK locally has a few commands that you can use. You can use like Flutter Doctor. And Flutter Doctor basically analyzes your setup. So first thing it looks through is, hey, do you have Chrome set up and ready to use? So let's say I'm debugging something, it'll actually open it in a web browser and give you a full component breakdown of everything that you're using. It also has, do you have VS Code installed? Do you have the right Flutter plugins? So, VS Code has a lot of Flutter plugins that you can use as well. Then you have is Android Studio set up. And naturally, because of Apple's restrictions, when you do this on an iOS device, it'll let you know more. I'm on my Windows machine. I prefer to do Android right now. If anything, I'll commit this to source control and do it on iOS a different day. But, for right now, let's just stick to what we have. So from here, we're going to run Flutter Doctor. I have everything set up except for Chrome. Not really that big of a deal, honestly. So let's close this. And one thing you notice is when you do set up Android Studio, you end up with what's called a AVD, or just like a an Android virtual device. There we go. Acronyms, right? So with the Android virtual device, it allows me to take the app I have here in Flutter and render it to said device. So let's just do that first. So I'm in VS Code. So one thing I can press is F5. Now F5 builds my project, starts the device I want to use. So if I click here, right, it has several things. So it's Edge, which is my Internet Explorer. And no offense, I personally don't want to use Internet Explorer, but this is just showing you the versatility. So you can actually, you can actually start this up in a web browser. Now, if I had a Chrome executable, it would have done it in Chrome, but I think it just by default will use whatever browser is kind of natively set up to the iOS to the operating system. So for Windows, they're wanting people to use Edge. So here we are. So if I click on this button, it's reactive and it updates it as well. So this is the basic setup for an application. But let's say I close this and I want to use my Pixel, this is not the best example, but let's say I want to use, I have a Pixel AP in a Pixel XL set up as an Android virtual device. So I click on this, and what I have is this. So now I have this Pixel virtual device that I can use. Okay, so now that that's set up, right? So we can go here, F5, and this will boot it will first package the Android application. And it uses Gradle, I think, for a lot of the tasks under the hood, and Kotlin, I think. So now we are building the application, compacting it, turning it into an APK, and then loading it into this Android virtual device. So just to make things a little easier to see, I'm going to put things side by side. I'm gonna make this device a little bigger. There we go. So there we go. That's a nice visual. Let me move the device over here. There we go. That's better. So now you see here, it's the exact same that we had in. Oh, good morning. What's up, Will? Just doing a small video. So that's my boy Will on our Twitch stream, twitch.tv/appboy. So from here, when we start the Flutter app itself, it loaded the APK into oh, hey, Lost Algorithm, what's going on? See, Twitch viewers are here to see me shoot a video. From here, the Flutter app has been packaged, or sorry, the Android version of the app has been packaged and loaded into the Android virtual device. So we can press the button, and it acts the exact same way as it did in the browser. Flutter has really been pushing for natively converting web applications and mobile applications into web applications. So that's what we have here, and that's really it. So that's the beginning setup. And what's cool is, right, so you see this top part of the title, Flutter Dev homepage. Now what Flutter has built in is a hot reload function. So let's say we change, and let's zoom in a little bit so you can really see, right? So let me close this side here, and the name of the app is Flutter Dev homepage. What if I want to change it to Watch @boy on Twitch? Watch what happens. So in Flutter, you actually have a hot reload function. And notice this, the app updated without changing the state of what we've already pressed. So if I press it now, it goes to 5, 6, 7, 8, and all the changes we have from other components don't change. So if you change like a top component, it won't change the bottom component if it's hooked up correctly that way. And that is how we set up a Flutter app. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.